Alright, bro. Giant Boy Phoenix here, back at it again. I just want to. This is going to be more of a rant, and I got the PTB basically patch notes pulled up for this, just so I can try to figure out why behavior was so happy, why they were so excited, for lack of a. No, it's not even a lack. They were really pushing because they said this Trickster update, they're really happy for it. They hyped this up like it was going to be game changing. They hyped him up like he was going to go from first he would go from Trapper to Dracula in strength, in power, in everything. And to be honest, Trickster is underwhelming. That was loud and annoying. Like, we have the YouTubers hard trying to make it seem like, you know, Trickster isn't absolutely garbage, but to sum up Trickster perfectly, same but different turd. It's literally just Trickster, but arguably worse. I don't know how they made him weaker, so I'm gonna scroll down to it. So he has a style points when throwing blades, and I'll be honest, I think that's a good thing. I think that's a good addition, but that could have just been in a base update. This did not require an entire rework. Main event still basically works the same way, but it's actually limited more where you can use it. Now you can't really use it to, I guess, tunnel people off hook or really get pressure at hooks, which pros and cons of that. I'm honest to God not gonna say what's good, what's bad about that. And again, I think the grade system was a perfect idea. I think the grade system was a good addition to Trickster. I think he actually kind of needed something, you know, kind of freshen up his gameplay and reward you. He's a perfectionist and an egomaniac at that. So yeah, it should be something that rewards you for getting consistent blade hits at the right time, not missing, getting them consistently. But this is where the dilemma comes in. You made Trickster slower, and I think that's one of the harshest things about it, because blade count, I can't even do it. Blade count decreasing, not even that bad. That's not that bad. Lowering his movement speed, honest to God, gutted Trickster. It kind of made him absolutely a worthless killer because he's too slow to close the gap. And then decrease base throw state movement speed. The 3.68, like what? So he's moving slow to start to encounter, and he's moving even slower to continue it in his power. The problem with Trickster was he was a range killer that wasn't actually a range killer. He was a mid-range killer at best, and there's better mid-range killers. Arguably, Unknown is a better mid-range killer. Springtrap is a way better mid-range killer. The Krausu is a better mid-range killer. Dracula is a better mid-range killer. Fucking Vecna and Vecna are two way better mid-range killers. Huntress is a better mid and long-range killer. Deathslinger is a better mid-range killer. Trickster's problem was he was a jack of nothing, master of nothing. He did nothing better than what anybody else did. He actually did what all the other range killers did, worse. He was slower. Oh my goodness. He was slower. He had less range. You know, he still had to go reload at lockers. He still had all that downsides going towards him. His main event being absolutely goddamn worthless. And I think main event is still worthless to this day. Because he is a killer whose power gets countered by breaking line of sight. There's a lot of killers like that. There's a crap ton of killers like that. Trickster's problem is he's slow. He has a break a line of sight. It's not like Hag, where, you know, Hag is hobbling in slow motion, but she can teleport on top of you. It's not like Nurse, where she's hovering in slow motion, but she can teleport on top of you. No. Trickster has no mobility, and you lowering his movement speed, I'm going to be honest, this was the nail in the coffin. This is the only thing they did that actually ruined Trickster. He is too slow of a killer. We're in a meta Dead by Daylight where high mobility killers are A tier. Killers who can make it back and forth on the map. Killers who get value with pop. Killers that get value with, you know, a lot of perks that a lot of slow killers can use. I'll be honest. Pop is not really that glamorous on a killer like Trapper versus Blight, who can get full control over that. Full control. Go to any gen they want. I'd rather run Surge on Trapper and Pop on Blight. I drew a fat blank. That's why so many perks get nerfed, because it's good for the high mobility killers, but the downside with that is Behavior is still making slow killers. This is a prime example. You change Trickster and then make him a slow killer. So what? Trickster is going from D tier to lower D tier. I'll be shocked if he's not. Fuck, I slapped that nigga in F tier. I think Oz puts him in like C tier or something. I'll be honest, his movement speed going down alone is reason enough for him to go in D tier, even arguably lower. Is he still usable? Yes, because they lessened the amount of blades you need for a down. Did they say that shit? Did they say that shit? Yeah. They lessened it to only 6 blades. It was originally 8. It decays. Oh, actually decays sooner. Oh shit. Increases, yeah. So even though aspiration sucks, like, I mean, you have to hit them with 2 less blades. That is a good thing, but 2 less blades, but you're also losing almost 10 knives. What the No, that's more than 10, isn't it? No, that's less than 10. Yeah, you're losing almost 10 knives. So I guess that kind of counteracts it. He got the styles. He starts at E, D, C, B, A, and S tier. And I'm going to be honest, you don't truly get that many benefits. Like style ratings, bonus, a maximum throw rate, and locker restock modifiers. If I'm running Trickster, if I'm playing Huntress, I'm running Iron Maiden. Why would I need a base kit shit to stop me from using a perk that has always been bread and butter with them? It has always worked for them. This, even then, at its strongest, at S tier, it's still not that fast on the reload. It's still slow as shit. I'd much rather just have Iron Maiden. That's the and again, in Behavior's defense, it's the PTB. They need feedback for this, but honest to God, I think the best thing you can do for Trickster, you can keep all this. You can keep all this shit. Put him back to 4.6. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think any killer, except for maybe like I don't know. There's some outliers that I think should stay at 4.4, but you should not make any new killers and lock them at 4.4. You should not make any more killers and lock them at that, because sometimes we get good ones like Henry, a good killer, but on the alternative, you look in the toilet and you see Trickster. You see a turd floating that refuses to flush. And even the hardcore Trickster mains, they were trying to cope the first day or two, and then, reality hit them in the chest and realized, yeah, Trickster is cooked. This rework sucked. And for them to hype this shit up, they made this shit sound like we were going to get Dracula 2. We were going to get Vecna 3. They made it sound like it was going to be such a unique, such a cool, such a groundbreaking power. And in reality, we just got a weaker Trickster. Yeah, we got a map. Yeah, we got a new survivor. And he came with some pretty arguably good perks there. I guess I'll scroll up. Which one is it? A place for us and 5 moves of head. These 2 are strong. Flow state isn't bad, but I think these two are going to be a massive fucking problem in the meta on the Outshaker. But we didn't really get any new Tricksters, like anything for his perks. We got a new map, and I'm gonna be honest, this map is fucking dog shit. There's 3 really strong palettes on it, and 3 really strong windows. Now the windows, you can't really do nothing. That's always gonna be there. Let's say you're running a lower tier killer. Them pallets fucking suck. Them pallets hurt to try to run on. Or on the alternative, you have one stupid dumb fuck survivor teammate on your side, and they drop one of them pallets. It's like the Walking Dead map, where that map only has 2 good pallets, and if you waste those 2 pallets, you just sandbagged yourself. You just lost yourself the entire game. That's what the new map has a problem with. It's a beautiful map. I'm gonna give it that, and I wish we could have a lot more city theme. I wish we could have a lot more cool, unique maps and not just dog shit forest. I asked for so little Behavior. So fucking. Can we get a college theme map? A lot of these characters are around that age. Come on, let's do that shit. I feel like that could work perfectly. That's besides the point. It's a beautiful map, but it has a couple overly strong things that if it's a smart survivor, they can run you on those 5 things on the entire map. But all you need is one dumb fuck survivor pre-dropping one of them, and that entire map is going. It goes from hard survivor to insanely killer-sided off just 2 pallet breaks alone. So the map isn't good. The Trickster change isn't perked. The Trickster changes are terrible. The map changes are terrible. The new survivor just stands there. And I admit, I did not read his lore yet. I usually do it on the full release when they got the entire bio and everything. But that's besides the point. He's coming out with 2 strong survivor perks. This update sucks, dude. And I'm gonna be honest. I do not have high hopes for the for Grimace. I have super low hopes for Grimace. I'm going to be on God. It's just like leaving it up to the community. And I gotta remember, Dead by Daylight has like a dumb fucking community, and they voted for dog shit. Absolute. I don't care. Nobody says fuck. I would have took the young quirky girl number 8087 than this old bitch that, honest to God, nobody's gonna run after a month. Even a motherfucker on Twitter whose whole profile is Hattie, that motherfucker doesn't even play Hattie. Performative to the bitter end. That's kind of it. The new prestige stuff fucking sucks. It is fucking mediocre at best. You get a stupid fucking banner, which I think is stupid. You're gonna see if I'm P100 on the fucking character in the lobby anyway, so it's just fucking stupid. They should give like a skin or something, but you know, behavior is super fucking lazy. Unbanned River, I guess, but you know, I'm just a bum nigga scraping at the bottom. Overall, I give this PTB a 2 out of 10 because it just made Trickster worse. Ruined Wesker, a lot of perks got nerfed, and you know, very strong survivor shit. That's it for me though.